The absolute value of a number is its distance from 0 on a number line. Absolute value is always non-negative since distance is always non-negative. For example, the absolute value of 4 is 4, and the absolute value of negative 4 is 4. You can write this as the absolute value of 4 equals 4, and the absolute value of negative 4 equals 4. We can see that here on a number line. Note negative 4 is 4 units from 0 on the number line. Positive 4, also 4 units from 0 on the number line. And recall, the absolute value of a number is its distance from 0 on a number line. You can use absolute value when you find the sums of real numbers. Take note, concept summary, adding real numbers. Adding numbers with the same sign. To add two numbers with the same sign, add their absolute values. The sum has the same sign as the addends. Remember, addends are the numbers that are being added together. For example, 3 plus 4 equals 7. We could think of this as the absolute value of 3 plus the absolute value of 4 equals 7. Negative 3 plus negative 4 equals negative 7. So again, we can think of this as the absolute value of negative 3 plus the absolute value of negative 4, but then we have to apply the same sign as the addends, and that's negative. Adding numbers with different signs. To add two numbers with different signs, subtract their absolute values. The sum has the same sign as the addend with the greater absolute value, meaning the one that would be farther from 0 on the number line. For example, negative 3 plus 4 equals 1. Problem 2, adding real numbers. What is each sum? Part A, negative 12 plus 7. Well, negative 12 plus 7, we can find the difference of the absolute values of these numbers, negative 12 and 7. That difference is 5, but we'll apply the same sign as the value that has the greatest absolute value. That was negative 12. So negative 12 plus 7 equals negative 5. Part B, negative 18 plus negative 2. Well, negative 18 plus negative 2 is negative 20. The addends have the same sign, that's negative, so add their absolute values. The sum is negative. Part C, negative 4.8 plus 9.5. Well, the difference of the absolute values is 4.7. The positive addend has the greater absolute value. It's the value farther from 0 on the number line. So the sum is positive. And we write negative 4.8 plus 9.5 equals 4.7. Finally, part D, 3/4 plus negative 5/6. First, we need to find the least common denominator so that we can add these fractions. It looks like that will be 12. So we convert these fractions to their equivalent forms with a denominator of 12. That becomes 9/12 plus negative 10/12. And then we find the difference of the absolute values to be 1/12, but the negative addend has the greater absolute value. So the sum is negative. And we write this equals negative 1/12. Your turn, part A. What is the sum negative 16 plus negative 8? Part B. What is the sum negative 11 plus 9? Part C. What is the sum 9 plus negative 11? And part D. What is the sum negative 6 plus negative 2?